Yeah.
All right, perfect. Let's do it.
Perfect. Okay. So this happened today. It didn't work as it should, but now we're live. We're here almost as it should be. I see that there is one thing that looks weird there. Let's change this. And there we have Bonz a little bit bigger. Nice. Okay, we have some errors today. YouTube doesn't want to let us go live, and I do not know why. We are live on currently on Twitch and Periscope, so people can at least find us. So that will be good. Yeah. So Bonz, welcome here, and I'm very happy that you could come and have these technical difficulties with me.
Yes, thank you. As always, glad to be here, man. Sorry we couldn't get it live on YouTube, but we will get a YouTube video uploaded. It just won't be live, but I'm sure you'll take care of that, and everyone who's waiting on YouTube can find their way to Twitch and watch us there.
Yeah, it should be pinned there, so we will have to spam that a bit, but it's all fine. Things like this happen. And there we have some followers on Twitch. That will be a nice notification every time this happens. And for anyone watching, this will be a video going up later onto YouTube as well. So that's good.
We're not brainless anymore.
Very nice. We're getting all the Twitch notifications now. Each time someone follows, I have notifications from Warcraft 3, which is very old, where they say, "I'm not brainless anymore." So that's very good.
Let's drop a let's drop a link. I have people asking in the Rplanet chat for a Twitch link.
Yes, twitch.tv/Anyobservation. There we have it. And I will share it on Wax Media, and we go there. I will share it on Anyobservation, and we are also live on Periscope, Twitter, so that should be good. Should be fine. Okay, people will find their way. We can go. What happened yesterday?
We're not brainless anymore.
Wow, new pool staking system implemented. It was a big day. Most people were happy. Some people were a little bit crybabies, but I think
we're not brainless anymore.
For the most part, everybody was happy about it. What did you think about the new pool system?
We're not brainless anymore.
Well, everyone in my community is very happy about the new pool system because all my NFTs got very boosted.
Yes, good. Good. That's awesome. That's good to hear, man. That means we're doing a show with people that are happy, so that always makes for a better show than being in a group. It would be a whole different show if your collection was cut in half and I was coming to join you and all your people were here to roast me.
We're not brainless anymore.
Yeah, that notification system is killing me right now. I don't know if you can hear that, Bonz. I don't think so.
No, is it dinging in your ear, going nuts?
Yes, it's going. Everyone is not brainless anymore. No one is brainless, so that's good. They will spam us with this, I guess. I will see if I can cut it down while we are talking, but we will see.
Yeah, I don't hear it at all, so hopefully it's not coming through on the stream.
It is coming through on the stream. It is 100%.
Oh, really?
It is 100% coming through there, yeah.
No.
We have a lot of people that are not brainless anymore, so that's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, technical things happen sometimes. We are recording this, so everyone will find out. You will hear this later. Okay, so the new pool system. What has really changed? So people that are following, they know, but everyone else.
Yeah. So right. So basically, we obviously, as we've been talking about for months, we needed a new system. The old way was just not working. We wanted it to be fair for everyone, and we also wanted it to be easier on our devs. So yeah, we basically assigned all the collections a pool.
Yeah.
And all of the NFTs staked to that collection will get shares of the pool. So essentially, it's better for a number of reasons. One of which being like, if a collection is a very fixed amount of assets, then everyone is going to get their share of the pool. Whereas if a collection is, say, minting assets like all the time, they're basically diluting their own pool. So it disincentivizes projects from trying to produce more and more cards just to get ether staking value. So yeah, so basically we assigned a pool to all these different collections. The cards will get a certain amount of shares of the pool determined by their rarity. So so you know, a more rare card is going to have more shares of the pool than a common card. And of course, the more cards get staked to the pool, the more that pool is divided. So yeah, if there's only a few of the cards from any collection staked to the pool, those cards are going to get disproportionately more of the pool, and as more and more NFTs are staked to that pool, it keeps getting divided. But the number of Aether per hour is fixed. So yeah, so it's very fair to everybody, and it's very transparent, and I feel, and most people feel, that it was a really good system. Another thing that I'll quickly point out is that, you know, a lot of people were worried about the alien worlds abundance getting nerfed, and I think that and we'd been announcing that for, you know, like a month, so everybody was well aware that that was going to happen. And I think the one thing that a lot of people were happy to find out is that that it increased the staking value of like all of the like not abundance, like you know, all of the more rare alien worlds NFTs actually got like a boost. So anybody who actually is playing alien worlds and getting the, you know, creating the real NFTs actually saw an increase in their Ether value. And it was only the you know, basically, you know, the bots that had, you know, mass amounts of the abundant free ones.
Are you saying that I'm a bot now?
No, but you know, of course, you know, so of course regular people got caught up in that as well. You know, of course there was a lot of regular people. We do feel for those. No, I
don't think I'm a regular player in any way. I'm a power user. So
wait, are you admitting you're one of the bot users on Alien Worlds?
I have never admitted that.
No, I know. I'm just kidding, man. No, but we all know there are a few people running bots. So hopefully there's not, but we think that there might be. And,
no, we know there are bots running. We have seen it in channels where they also offer services to counter the captchas and things like that.
I know, it's tough, and so of course those bots are able to manipulate the system and get those free NFTs, and you know, it's not the regular players that were the problem. It was these people that these people that run bots, and they were making like thousands and thousands of accounts, and that actually doesn't just hurt Alien Worlds and Rplanet. It actually hurts the whole Wax ecosystem, because they're actually putting stress on the infrastructure. They're putting stress on CPU for everyone, so they're actually hurting the experience all around. So if people are you know, upset at us nerfing those, it had to be done, and hopefully it disincentivizes people to create bots, because it hurts everybody.
Yeah, it does. It really does hurt everyone. Yeah, and one thing I'm gonna ask this question straight out here, and I don't even think you know this answer, which is fun.
Questions.
When will my new NFTs be stakeable?
Your NFTs should be stakeable right away. And like
they are not.
Wait,
they're not?
No.
I saw everybody talking yesterday, showing the pictures of their slices and how they had gone up.
Yeah, but like I gave a lot of data to your CEO, and I'm waiting for them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the new one. So there's new ones that are not yet stakeable.
And actually, he has. Okay, we are brainless anymore. But he just actually sent me a DM and asking exactly which templates should be added. So I guess they will be added very soon.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah,
in real
that's
time.
Very good. Exactly.
See, that's how you get results.
We just have to ask, and Nazar comes and answers. So that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, so this new pool system, personally, I think is great. I actually thought that I would have more power as an content creator with a collection that is listed, that I could choose how much each NFT is. But everything here is automated based on rarity.
Yeah, well, and of course, if there's an issue, you know, you can reach out to us. We can definitely help let you adjust if there needs to be some adjusting. We've had to work with other people on that. So hopefully most projects it worked out that just transferring over via Rarity worked out. But of course, yeah, dude, go ahead. Of course, reach out to us. We'll help you get it sorted out.
Yeah, and like I know that people were very happy because personally I think I gained almost 15,000 ether per hour just on this change of pool system.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know a lot of people holding tribal books were also very excited. I also saw a little bit of an increase, so I was like, wow, happy days. Perfect. That was great for me. But yeah, I know also some people were, you know, there was just a few people that were upset. And the way that it worked out, it was almost every collection. So many collections saw actually an increase in ether rate. So I know that even GPK went up by almost double. I know your collection, that, you know, and the reason why, of course, like, you know, a collection like yours, how it went up so much is because you're continuing to do drops. So of course, as you make more drops, that of course will affect your pool rate, you know. But you know, another project where it has, you know, a really large collection, you know, they're going to have more of a fixed rate because they're not releasing more cards all the time, you know, whereas a collection like yours, that's a smaller collection. You know, they're really good rates now, but of course you're going to continue to release more NFTs every month. And you know, some people will see slight reductions in some of their you know, and that's just that just keeps it fair for everybody and keeps a cap on how much per
like
hour.
In my case, for my personal collection, that actually is a positive thing because those that get the new NFTs are those that has been. Oh, we actually lost you there, I guess. Are you back? Can Bonz hear me?
Yeah, no, I couldn't.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't hear you. Sorry about that, buddy. I totally lost you.
It's okay. It's okay. No, but like the changes there, like new NFTs will dilute the market of a collection based on ether.
Exactly right.
And in my collection, that is a positive thing because I do not. I sell slices. I have that as a limited supply, but most of my NFTs I give out to users, and I give them out to those that follow me over time. And like these followers that actually subscribe to me and keep buying slices, they will get the new NFTs and they will have their portion moved to the next one. So they should not get less, but those that only have some of the older NFTs, they will get less and less out of the pot probably. We will see. We will see how that goes. Bonz.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I think it's going to go good. And yeah, sorry, I was just reading some of the comments. Yeah,
I have a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. I can't keep up. Yeah, no, I think you're exactly right, and I think for a collection like yours, it makes perfect sense. And I think that it was very you know, equitable how the pools were distributed. I think it's very, very honest, and everyone can see, okay, you know, most collections are getting 1 million or getting 1.5 million ether per hour. Of course, you know, the partner projects have their own sort of rates, and I think it basically was just a matter of being able to sort of you know, put a cap on how much ether per hour was coming from any one collection. And I think in general, most people are really happy about it.
They say people tell me to disable this notification sound. I can't do that right now because I don't have it set up properly. I'm trying, but I'm not able. So right now we haven't gotten it as much as we did before, which is good, but we usually have 3 to 5 people watching on Twitch, and right now we have 158, so it's way more people way more people doing the Twitches than we're used to. So we will just have a fun evening where we get all these Warcraft 3 notifications all day, all night. So
yeah, nice. That's fun. Yeah, well, it's good to grow to see how many people come join you on Twitch. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, the pools, of course, and I see a lot of people kind of like that are a little bit still kind of confused as to like how the pool system works. And it's basically like, you know, I'll just, I guess, give a really quick quick example, because this was like a question that like I kind of keep seeing pop up. People are curious as to like how the rarity makes sense, and it's basically just like shares. So like, say if a common card was like 1 share of a pool, you know, a rare card might be worth 10 shares of the pool, and a you know, say a mythic card could be worth, you know, say 20 shares of the pool, or 100 shares of the pool, or something like that. So you know, and so the deal is, say between me and you, we have you know, 20 shares of the pool, and then someone else comes along with 1 card that's worth 20 shares, and they deposit it as well. We're all getting that same amount of shares per pool. So of course it's divided by the maximum number of Aether in the pool. So yes, as more cards are deposited into the staking system, you're basically dividing the pool among more people. So I hope that explains, and everybody can understand kind of how that works, because a lot of people seem to be confused about why the numbers seem to be fluctuating, and it's strictly a matter of how many cards from that collection are actually staked. The collection has a fixed number of Aether per hour. That Aether per hour is divided between all of the cards that are staked. As more cards are staked, obviously you're dividing that pizza into smaller slices.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm trying to read the chat at the same time. And tomorrow, yeah, people are trying to understand the pool, and some say that they already do that. So that's good.
Anymore.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. A graphic. Yeah, okay. Nick is saying, I thought about graphic to the total stake value over time per project.
We're not brainless anymore.
I guess that's some kind of visual tool he wants to create. And he actually, like last night, the interface of Rplanet changed pretty quickly. We could see like how much we had to claim and everything, and suddenly it looked different. And what Nick did then, he just went and created a new tool for everyone to use, which is pretty awesome, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to give a shout out to Nick, actually, because that seems to be, I think, one of the most brought up comments was, well, how come I can't see my Ether per hour, right? Everybody said that to me. I literally got messages from all corners like, how come I can't see my Ether per hour? Everyone's like freaking out. Like, obviously, you can still see it on our page by going to the individual collections and just manually adding them up. Thankfully, our good friend Nick, shout out to Nick, give him a donation in Ether too. He also created the tool which allows you to add all of the fungible tokens from the lands and Ether to the Wax Cloud wallet. You can find the link in the Telegram, or maybe Anders can drop it in the Twitch if you have that handy. But his tool also now allows you to actually see that figure that everybody's so excited about being able to see again, which is your Ether per hour. Yeah. We are working on trying to get that added back in the site. Apparently it's resource intensive. It's difficult to actually pull that many requests from the nodes. We have been talking to our devs about it, our engineers. We're working on a solution. We know that everyone wants to see that figure. So we are working on getting that sorted back out. But in the meantime, use Nyx Tool. It's a great tool. You can see your Ether per hour. Then you can sleep better at night, and rest assured that you're still getting your Ether, and you can actually, check in with that periodically and see how you're doing.
Yeah, and if anyone is looking for it, I just linked it in the chat as well, so people can find it. It's very simple. You just log in, and then you will have it. I will throw it up on screen here. Okay, it's a little bit too big.
Yeah, and that tool is really cool because Nick hit the first function of the tool was to simply add all of the fungible tokens in one click. So that was kind of cool. So instead of having to worry about figuring out like the contract addresses and the images and where adding all that information manually, he set that up. So all you have to do is click one button and basically approve it, and you're approving for all of those fungible tokens to be added in the Wax Cloud wallet at once, which is super handy. Yeah. And so yeah, if you appreciate that, if you appreciate the work that Nick is doing, be sure to give him a donation. And also as always, we like to give a shout out to Pigwig and our bro Ivan. Those guys made all the tools that everybody probably uses and enjoys so much. So don't forget to tip your favorite community developers who are making the cool tools to make our lives better and happier.
Yeah, like there's like it feels like there are people building things and throwing them out pretty much every week.
Yeah,
it feels like new tools coming, not only for Rplanet but for all other projects as well. But Rplanet, like it wouldn't be the same without all those community built tools.
Yeah, I totally agree. And right from the beginning, we've been really excited in helping these guys promote their tools, because like you said, it's like it really came down to, it's almost a necessity, right? Like now that we're into these like higher level elements and stuff, like if you're trying to like create them manually, some people like to do that whole process and create them manually and go through and create all the things. Other people don't want to like sit there for 2 hours to create it, but they want to play the game and they want to create the NFTs. And so it really makes it fun for everybody, because really like the Pigwig tool enables someone to just log in, click a few buttons, and basically it will just auto, as we showed in the last show we did with you, you could create elements that are 100 crafts deep with a few clicks. So yeah, it really made it easy.
Yeah, and without it, it wouldn't really work at all.
Well, it does. I mean, it does technically work, right? I mean, you could manually use the generator in the game and go through one by one and just create all the.
Yeah, but it would be very, very difficult, time consuming, and this is so much easier.
Yeah, it would be really time consuming. That's for sure.
Yeah. And that like for me, I try to do it with Anchor, but it's annoying. You really have to do it with Cloud Wallet, and you have to whitelist the action, which is a little bit scary because the whitelisting action is actually a transfer of wax tokens, which I find scary. But then again, I never keep too much wax on my Cloud Wallet. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally hear what you're saying, and I mean, I guess that's one of the benefits of EOSIO tech in general. At least you have that human readable. When you're approving a transaction, and you're at least looking at what you're approving, and everyone should always be paying attention to when you're logging into a site. I know we had a lot of those same questions even with Nyx site, right? Like people were concerned, like, hey, I'm logging into this site with my wallet. Is this sketchy or something, right? And I think people should just realize it's just like until you approve any transaction, simply logging onto a website isn't sketchy to log into it with your Waxcloud wallet. It's where you need to pay attention to is if you're actually then trying to do any transactions, always pay attention to what you're approving. That's just the smart that's just common sense. Always look at what actions you're actually approving. And I think we can pretty much vouch for Nick that he built a legit tool, but still as always, you want to look at what you're approving anytime you're approving a transaction.
Yeah, exactly. And just to make everyone happy, I just found where I could shut off the volume, so we shouldn't have any. Now we haven't had them for a few minutes, but we shouldn't have any more annoying sounds from this now on. Yeah, so like, okay, I started with Rplanet pretty recently. I staked from the first day I saw it. I started to stake NFTs, but I didn't really do a lot of things. But since then, I'm doing things pretty much daily. Is that the same kind of thing that you have seen before as well with other people? Like as soon as they join, do you see them in being active everywhere all the time, or is that something that comes and goes?
Yeah, as you were kind of, it's kind of funny because it's like just like how you were kind of talking about the last time we kind of met, and how at the beginning, you were kind of staking and hadn't really figured out really the game, or didn't really see the tools, and I think what happens is now because of shows like yours, and because there's more information out there, and people are kind of like seeing that there's more people interested in it, they're like, okay, well maybe I should give this thing a try, and it's fun, you get to like getting that little sort of dopamine hit when you're getting to open that pack is a little bit like, it's addictive, right? That's why we all like to open packs. Like you have that chance of getting that like mythic card. I actually see you pulling all kinds of crazy stuff. Some people it seems like have like ridiculous luck with the random number generator, and then other people are like, they come in the chat and they swear that it's like all rigged because they're like, I opened 10 comments in a row. Your random number generator is broken because I opened 10 condoms in a row. And I'm like, dude, it's a random number generator. Like, you know, some people get lucky and some people, you know, it's funny because like if someone opened like you know, 5, you know, legendaries in a row, they wouldn't come on and complain that the whole thing was broken. You know, they would just assume they got really lucky and they're special and they deserve it, right? But if when someone gets like 5 uncommons, they're like oh no, the thing is, you know, I got screwed. But you know, I think, you know, and on that same note, I think that'll make for a good segue into you know, of course, the other thing we want to talk about today was, of course, the rig sale. We have rig sale coming tomorrow.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions on that.
Everybody's really excited about the rig sale, and I think that, you know, just to kind of you know, parlay off what we were just talking about, you know, there's like a lot of people that really want rigs really bad, and I really want everybody who wants one to get one. The problem is there's like, you know, 50,000 people who want one, and there's like 9,000 rig packs, right? So it's like everybody is already convinced that it's like, oh, it's all going to be taken by bots. But it's like just doing the simple math, right? If there's 50,000 people that want them and there's only 9,000, that means 4 out of every 5 people aren't going to get one, right? And one person is going to get one, right? So that one person that got one obviously is, you know, lucky and fast with their fingers, right? But they're a regular person and they're not a bot. And of course, those other 4 people that didn't get one are going to say immediately, oh man, look at all the people that didn't get one. Obviously, bots must have got them all, right? And that one person that got lucky isn't going to go in and say, you know, be vouching for that 20% and be saying, hey, look, you know, I got one. You know, I'm not a bot. And you know, just like we were just saying with, you know, when people get, you know, to a mythic, they're not saying the random number generator is broken. They just think they got lucky, you know. But for the person that opens a bunch of commons in a row, they think somehow they're getting screwed. And it's the same thing it's going to be the same thing with the sale tomorrow. You know, it's like, so before everybody grabs their pitchfork and comes into our chat to roast us and say somehow that it all got bots, we should actually wait and take a poll and see whether or not, you know, that the 20% of people who actually did get one are running bots or not, because I'm positive that it's not is what people think, and that it's not just some crazy conspiracy with all these bots that take all the. I've actually talked to Jonah about this, and I know you know about it as well. They with the system that they're running and the way that it like does the, you know, the CAPTCHA with the sale, basically it's no faster. Like people that you know, of course there's such thing as bots, and of course there's people that have bots that then they're funneling the CAPTCHA, and then there's a system to do the CAPTCHA, and there's 3 bots. And basically Jonah assures me that like it's not any faster than a human that's right there right at the same time to do it, because there's like a lag with that whole system too. So it's like it's not nearly it's basically overblown is what you know, this really smart people in the space who know a lot more about it than me are actually telling me it's overblown, that this whole theory of everybody saying that everything is bought up by bots is totally not correct. And if someone could actually prove it, I actually said to someone in our chat, I'm like, hey, just prove to me that you're able to bot our sale, and I'll get or that our sale was botted, and I'll give you my pack if I get one, because nobody can actually prove it. And Jonas actually said the same thing too. He's like, there's 0 evidence of it. Like, show me how a bot can actually do our system and be faster than a person who's just there at the right time clicking the button. It's actually not possible. And if it is, they probably would like to know about it, because I'm sure that then they would try to take measures to defend against that, you know?
Yeah, and what I just showed, and I can show it again when I'm talking, is this. So if you go to time.is, I linked it in the chat as well. If you go here, you will see your clock is 0.4 seconds behind. If you go here and it says that it is 2 seconds behind, and you try to buy it on time, someone else had done it 2 seconds before you, and they will be there way faster than you will be. You can sync your computer time to this server, so it is in sync, but usually it will be a few milliseconds delay either way. And if you just add on the delays, like you have the API delay that you're using, you have your computer, you have your internet, you have your location, you have your computer time, all of these things, even if it does exactly on time for you, you have these delays that could add up to 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. And if you try to buy at the exact same time and there are more buyers than there are available NFTs, you will miss out, because 4 seconds is an eternity.
Right. You're exactly right. And I mean, even having said all that, you're exactly right. There's even the, you have a few milliseconds here and a few milliseconds there, and then you have the lag, and then you have your own lag and your own Wi-Fi lag and your own, and how fast your own actual internet speeds are. All these things come into effect, and then even with all those things, even if everybody synced up their time to be exactly at the same time, there's still 5 times more people trying to buy that pack than you, right? So it's like, yeah, right off the bat, it's like, yeah, there's more packs than there are people. And, there's some people who are paying attention to all those speeds, like you just talked about. And there are people who are taking measures to make sure that they're on time, so to speak, right? And there are people who just have faster internet connections, or maybe closer to the node, and maybe there's less latency there. And all these milliseconds add up. And yes, of course, there's some people who are going to be right on time, and there's some people who are going to be 2 seconds late. And just like in life, if you're a day late and $1 short, you're missing out, right? And there's really, like, you can't blame Atomic Hub, you can't blame the bots, you can't blame Rplanet. You can only just look at the facts, and look at the fact that there's way more people trying to buy them than there are packs. So
okay, now we're talking about the numbers. How many packs are for sale?
So there's 9,000 of the mini rigs.
And how many big packs?
I think it was 2,500, right? I actually don't have the article right in front of me. I'm totally just pulling that out of thin air.
If someone is saying you're wrong, someone just wrote 2,500, so they confirmed.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
So okay, so if everyone is, how many packs can you buy per person per time?
So it's 1. So of course, the only way, so we took every measure possible to try to ensure the fairest distribution, right? So we did 1 pack per account with a cooldown, right? So ideally, right, you're not going to have someone go on there and buy 50 packs or 100 packs. It's like 1 pack per account, right? And
and okay, when we have 9,000 packs, we have 1 per account, and today, 24 hours, we have 20,600 users. That means that if everyone wants to buy something, more than half of the people will not get any pack. That doesn't mean that everyone is a bot because you didn't get it. It means that half of the people in the game will not get a pack if everyone tries to buy it.
Right, exactly. Thank you. And not only that, you're right. There's not only is there 20,000 people who are literally using our game, there's like another 30,000 accounts that are in WAX, people who are in the WAX ecosystem. They're maybe collecting, maybe they came to collect like the MLB, right? Maybe they're baseball guys. They just came in. There's like millions of people that just came in. Like Alien Worlds brought in all these people, right? And they come in from Binance chain, or they're users from other chain, right? And they're just learning about the WAX ecosystem, and they're just finding out about Rplanet just maybe in the last few weeks, right? And they're not even using the game yet because they don't have any ether, right? They maybe staked a couple cards, and they only have a little bit of staking power, right? So they don't even have enough ether to use the generator, say, right? Well, there's like 50,000 people that have NFT staked now on our platform, and we only even allow staking for, like, we have a lot of projects that we have listed, but there's actually like a lot of projects that are in WAX that we haven't listed yet. So there's a lot of users who have NFTs, and they're in the WAX ecosystem, and they want to be part of Rplanet. They want to play the game, but they don't have any NFTs, so they're not even counted in that 50,000 accounts that have NFT stake, because maybe they only own MLB and Street Fighter or whatever, right? And so there's legitimately 50,000 people who know about Rplanet. They want to get the rigs because they want to get in on staking, and there's simply not enough packs for everybody. And if we honestly, it's like people have to realize, like, we're in a somewhat of a precarious spot because we can't just make infinite packs or we'll destroy the market. There's a lot of people who have been charging a lot for rigs and who have paid a lot for rigs. We don't want it to cost so much that people are priced out, but we don't want to make so many that we crash the rig market, right? And there's also a matter of how much ether we're now putting into the, we have to control, there's an inflation aspect to this, right? We can't just make infinite packs. We can't make infinite rigs, or else there's going to be infinite ether coming out, right? And so everyone's not going to be. So we want to make everyone happy, but also, we can't make, everyone's not going to be able to get a pack. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's just math, right? So good luck to everybody. Try to make sure your computer's at least on time. Try to make
exactly,
sure
yeah.
Yeah, and try not to feel like you got screwed by bots if you miss out, you know. That's all.
Yeah, but that's like people in general, they want to blame the environment, they want to blame everyone else,
right.
It's everyone else's fault. And no, there's a lot of packs. Like I bought a big pack for almost $3,000. Like I have put in, I don't know how much money in Rplanet. I put in a lot of money. And okay, my pack, it was decent, but it wasn't great. Like I did not get my money back for that pack, and that is fine. Like okay, I pulled a mythic. I did that. I pulled a legendary as well, but I have also put in thousands of dollars into Rplanet. So I mean, someone might be upgrading and getting common. Some people do that and put in money, like Nick is doing. He's buying ether every day and trying to get things. And he's pulling a lot of commons. I mean, he has a better one. Like if you have the gambler's fallacy, he has a good one coming very soon.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I've got 10 commons in a row. The next one has to be a mythic, right? But it's like no. The chances are the same every single time. It's just like if you flip a coin 50 times and you end up with heads every time. What's the odds the next time you're going to get a heads or a tails? It's still 50-50. It's always 50-50. Like that's the reality of it. And it's the same thing with the random number generator. Every time you open a pack, you have the same odds, percentage chance of getting the different rarities. And it's just a matter of time, right? Some people get lucky, and some people, you just have to keep trying and keep playing the game. And but the cool thing is, and I think that one of the differentiating facts of Rplanet NFTs is like, with other NFTs, like if you spend wax to get a I don't want to like pick on a specific project here. We'll say like a Street Fighter NFT. There's no guarantee that you get that wax back, right? There's no ROI. There's no guaranteed ROI on a Street Fighter NFT or whatever NFT, right? I don't want to say a specific project, but with Rplanet, you're crafting that card with Aether, right? And it's like there's a guaranteed ROI. Like even if that card is a common, you stake that card, and in it, however many days, I don't know whatever it is, like whatever it works out to, 3 months or whatever it is, right? You're gonna get that Ether back. So it's like in a way, it's like you're hoping to get an immediate ROI or an immediate 5x or 10x, right? If you open a mythic, it's like an immediate like 5x. You're every day you're banking, right? But if you get a common, it's going to take a while to get that Ether back. But the fact that you get that back guaranteed is kind of what makes this whole ecosystem kind of special that we created, and this whole platform and this whole like the network effects of this thing, and why it's growing so fast and why everybody wants those rig packs is because those rig packs are guaranteed Ether rate, and you're going to be able to craft those elements, and those elements are what everyone wants, because now, as you see, you're crafting these elements which are they cost a lot of Ether to make, but you hit that legendary or that mythic, and it's like it's like a lottery ticket. You're like you're an instant you go from guppy to Kraken in like one day.
Yeah, and like I feel like I saw the big pack. If I get one, I might buy it on the secondary market regardless, but if I get one, I feel like I deserve getting close to 4,000 from it, which is the lower base, but we will see what happens, right?
Yeah. So I mean, if you get the the mini rig packs, of course, are guaranteed to be 1,000, and the mega ones are guaranteed to be 4,000. But as we saw last time, like people often are getting like 5,000 and 6,000 and 7,000, because the average actually says just by the law of averages, right? You're going to actually end up with it's guaranteed to be 4,000, but it's like almost just because of the law of averages, you would have to be unlucky to actually get one that's just 4,000. You would actually have to be on as far as averages go, you would be more unlucky to get one that only has 4,000. So and just like the people like you who actually you got in and maybe you missed, there's a lot of people who maybe missed the early rig sales, and then they came in and then they bought a rig at like the secondary market prices. And so, you know, people like you guys want to be able to, you know, get a rig for the actual retail price, and then sort of, you know, balance out how much, you know, your investment, right? But of course, there's going to be some new people who are coming in who are new, who are going to get lucky and they're going to get a rig, and those people, good for them too, right? I mean, it's like, honestly, it's like,
from my perspective, they kind of deserve it more. I don't want to say that fully, but new people, like some people want to put in money where $100 is a big investment into NFTs for them, and if they get a pack, that's a big thing for them. For me, like just looking at my accounts, putting in $100 in NFTs is not a big thing anymore. Because I'm crazy. I'm buying NFTs every day, all over the place. I'm buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. That's what I do every day.
Sure.
For me, I can buy things on the secondary market. Sure, it's not the same rate, but it's fine. I know that from the communities, from my channel and from the Rplanet, there's a lot of people from communities that do not have such a luxury, where they don't have a lot of money. For them, getting the free NFTs that they can stake, for them buying the cheap ones and finding a bargain and getting one of these packs from initial sale, it's a big thing for them. And that is something that really, it's amazing.
Dude, it really is. You know, I can't help but think that too. Like in my heart, like, you know, I root for some of these people, like, you know, because I see these messages, and maybe you see them too, Anders. Like people are saying to us, like thank you so much, like you changed, this is like life changing for me, like you know, all these messages you get, you know, it's like, so for some people, yeah, I mean, it's like for some people it makes so much of a difference, you know.
Yeah.
And so to me, honestly, I mean, of course I root for everybody, you know, I don't, you know, but it really does, like, you know, warm my heart to think that you know, people are actually you know, making like a significant change to the, you know, it really changed their life, or it, you know, and it's those people too are going to be like the biggest advocates and cheerleaders, and they're going to be like, you know, telling all their friends, like, look at this whole new system of blockchain and wax and what's going on here, and like how it, you know, it really levels the whole playing field, because it's like you have now all the people in the whole world, we have all different, you know, incomes or backgrounds or life you know, costs and where we are, but then like we all have the same chance to get this pack, right? And then it's like, you know, for some people the pack might not matter that much, and for some people the pack matters a lot. And you know, just like people say in Bitcoin, right? Like there's kind of one of the things that people say is like, you get in Bitcoin at the price you deserve, right? Like everybody learns about it whenever anybody, and it's not meant to be like a bad thing, right? Like it's like whenever you learned about it, that was your, like whenever you, it's not even when you learned about it, it's like whenever you were sort of brave enough or learned enough to be educated enough to think, yes, this is the future, I do want to actually put skin in the game with Bitcoin, right? That's when you deserve to be in, because that's when you were smart enough and learned enough about it that you should feel like you want to take that risk, right? And it's kind of the same thing with Rplanet, right? Like at the beginning, people were saying like, Rplanet is a scam. Like, yeah, they're giving away these free tokens. Don't do it, because, you know, you have to put your NFTs in their staking contract, and the whole thing is they could rug pull you at any moment, right? So don't put your NFTs there, because these free tokens they're giving away, right? Like the whole thing might be a scam, right? So it's like, you know, the people who didn't want to get in, then that's fine, you know. So
yeah, it's a risk assessment, I guess, and you gotta have like a shot, because like sending the NFTs, you have to understand that any contract can have an error in a code that can be abused. It's a low risk, but it happened on EOS.
No, you're totally right.
Like a week or two ago on a contract that was audited. They had done the security measurements, but it can happen anyway. And as long as people understand that it can happen and they still want to do it, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's a risk in everything. I mean, anything to do with, you know, even as we used to point out all the time, right? Like a lot of the people who were sketched out, which by all means, use your own risk tolerance. Make an assessment, like you said. It's a risk reward thing. However, the point what I was about to make was that people who were actually saying like it's very risky, I actually asked some of them. I was like, hey, like where are all your NFTs? Are they in your Waxcloud wallet? Yeah. Do you have what kind of security do you have on your Waxcloud wallet? And a lot of people literally didn't even have a 2FA on their Waxcloud wallet. And it's like, dude, do you realize how not secure your NFTs are? You're worried about our multi-sig contract being not secure, which has been audited, and people who have built it are really smart, and they've taken every security measure possible, and you basically have your NFTs secured by your Google password, which is actually on the dark web right now being sold and traded around. It's like people should really pay, and it's a good conversation to have, because it actually makes people conscious of what are my actual security. How is my OPSEC? Is my shit safe in my Waxcloud wallet? Should I have a 2FA? Is my 2FA legit? Is my password legit? And it makes people question and pay attention to their own security, which is actually what everyone should be doing anyway.
Yes,
right?
yes. Everyone should have 2FA, and if you have enough value on your account that you feel that it is a lot of value, then it's time for you to set up a second account where you control the keys. If that is for you $100, if that is $50, if that is $50,000, that's your personal economy. That's up to you what you feel is a lot of money. But you should secure your funds whenever you feel that it is something that would affect your life if you lose it.
Yes.
At least that's my opinion.
And you're 100% right. That's exactly, we all need to tell our friends that and make sure that everybody knows that, because, we all start out with these Waxcloud wallets and maybe aren't that serious about the value that's in there. And like you said, that value, a serious value to some person is different for another person. Yeah. So that's all very subjective. And as we all found out, it can be very quickly, you can get lucky and end up with a lot of value all of a sudden, right, in your Waxcloud wallet. And so I tell everybody, as soon as people start saying, wow, all of a sudden I have all this value my Waxcloud wallet, I say, hey, go to Anders' channel, Anyobservation, scroll through. You have made all these great tools for everybody to learn how to set up a self-managed account where you manage your own keys. You can set up an account with Anchor. You can use a ledger so that you don't have to worry about your own key security if you're not.
I have a pink ledger.
Nice. So yeah, use the tools that are available. If you can't afford a ledger, go watch Anders' channel. Just learn about securing your own keys. Look on, there's plenty of information online that people can learn about OPSEC and just careful.
Spasooms is saying, can we talk about Rplanet, not 2FA? Hey, this is very important because people do not understand this. There has been thousands of dollars of NFTs stolen from accounts because they did not have 2FA on their account. It is very important to understand that this is a serious thing for new people that are not experienced in the crypto field. They come here, they have the same password as they have on Facebook, Google. That password is leaked. Someone uses that database of password and emails and try to get in. They get in, they find NFTs, they found Wax tokens, they send them out. You can't do anything about it. So if you don't have 2FA, that is on you. So this is very important, should be spoken about often. But with that said, Rplanet, the rig sale is tomorrow. What time is it?
1600 UTC, that's noon Eastern Standard Time. Just use Google and type that into your own time zone, just to make sure that you know when the sale is. 1600 UTC is the mini pack, 1700 UTC is the mega pack 1 hour later, and 1 hour after that is the pack opening for all the packs. They're not pre-minted, so it's a mint sprint. Whoever opens them first is going to have not only get all those sweet rigs, but you might also get a sweet #1 rig, which some people like. And so #1. some people like and some people don't care about, but the ether power is not affected by the mint number, but as far as collectors go, having a #1 mint is pretty sweet.
Yeah, so that is good. And we have 9,000 packs and we have 2,500 packs, and it is World Swedish time, which is the central time for everyone all over the world. It's 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. so that's good. So the pool system started. We have the rig sale tomorrow. What's next?
The other announcement is we just had our newest listing, Bitverse, and that's put out by the BitBoy Crypto guys. That's their sort of comic they're working on, and that was their first collectible set. So we were able to get them added today. So if you have any Bitverse NFTs, go check out the staking pool. You might.
There are already 43,000 Bitverse NFTs staked.
Wow, that was fast.
Yep.
Boy, our community is really paying attention. There seems to be a lot of people paying attention.
Yeah, and usually what happens is packs and NFTs are bought up fast when something gets listed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what they actually were announcing on their channel maybe a month ago. They've been waiting for a long time, and so we did give them permission to go ahead and make the announcement that they would be listed this month. And of course, we got them listed this month. It's only the third week, so we're pretty much right on time with our roadmap. We wanted to have the new pool system launched by this time, and we got it launched yesterday, and we got the first project listed to the new pool system is Bitverse. So yeah, they did make that announcement, so people kind of already knew that they were coming. So people had a chance to buy up the cheap Bitverse NFTs on Atomic or on NFTI, wherever you're looking for them. And so yeah, if you were paying attention and you're a Bitverse fan, or you were paying attention to their announcements, you probably could have got a lot of Bitverse NFTs for a good price. And hopefully now you're getting that additional incentive to stake them on Rplanet. And now maybe if you weren't already able to craft any items because of your ether rate, maybe some new people now will be able to actually play the game and create NFTs now that weren't able to before.
Yeah, and we have a question about land. What's up? When can we upgrade them? What's the next step there?
So land is not upgradable yet. So that's going to happen in the next phase. We're still in phase 1, guys. So we still have elements to be created. There's still a lot of elements that haven't been discovered yet. So everybody just keep your land mining. I mean, if people are impatient, they can just go ahead and sell their minerals. There's plenty of people who want to buy those minerals. I have a feeling people don't realize how important or how valuable those minerals are going to be. But of course, everyone's free to do what they want. They should go to Alcor and check out what people are selling those minerals for. And so yeah, if you own land, your land, as soon as you open that land pack, your land is mining whatever type of land it is. So if you have that weakenite, as soon as you open that pack, your land is just the land, the weakenite that's on your land is mining at a rate that's equal to the rarity of that land. And of course, as we get into the next phase, we will be able to use the fungible tokens that are created in the generator, so the elements, to be able to basically upgrade your mining capacity. So whatever mining rate that you're getting, you're going to be able to continuously increase that mining rate and get more and more minerals. And so, of course, and as we've kind of mentioned before, but I'll quickly touch on this, being a landowner, you have all these awesome sort of possibilities, right? You're mining that mineral, and that mineral, of course, already has a value. So basically, that land is also almost like staking for ether. It's on its own, just generating. It's a passive income generator. It's immediately just creating minerals for you that you can harvest and then go sell on the free market. But you could also keep those minerals, and that's going to be what you're going to need to build the robots, which is the next phase of the game, which everyone's excited for. The other thing you can do is you could be a liquidity provider on Alcor right now, but in the future you're going to be able to be a liquidity provider in the actual Rplanet swap. So we're going to have our own market, the R market, and the R swaps, right? So you're going to be able to swap all these different fungible tokens from around the Wax ecosystem in our swap. So one day you'll be able to maybe trade weakenite for TLM or vice versa, or Wax or PGL or whatever other Wax token, hopefully. And basically it's all about whichever pools people want to set up. So say you're a big prospectors fan, you have a bunch of PGL tokens, but you want to get into Rplanet, but you missed out on the land. You could basically have a gold mine going over on prospectors and be mining gold and be taking that PGL and swapping it for weakenite and or Wax on. And be building your own robot army using your gold mine over in prospectors land to fund it, or vice versa, right? So that's what's going to be really cool is we're going to be able to basically support all the different projects and basically tie it all in together so that you can leverage your strength on one project with being able to get a foot in the door in another project. And the other cool thing about providing liquidity in the Rplanet swap is the governance token, which we've talked about a little bit before on some of the other chats. Basically, you're going to be able to earn a governance token in addition to being able to earn the trading fees when you provide liquidity for the swap. You're also going to be able to earn a governance token, which is going to actually give you the right to vote on changes being made to the Rplanet staking. So, people who want their favorite project to be added, they can of course be staking their land minerals from Rplanet and be earning that governance token.
How do I get 51% of the governance token?
Well, it's you're going to have a lot of land to do that, and I'm not sure that you're going to be able to get 51%, but you can get whatever percent you do get. You'll be able to sort of campaign, right? Like you have a huge community, right, Anders? And say you have some governance tokens, and your whole community also has some governance tokens. And say you have say you want to get another, your favorite project staking. Your project force is already staked, but say you wanted to add another one, or there was another project you really believed in. You could then be leveraging your community. You could say, hey guys, everyone collect up these governance tokens because we all want to vote as a group. We all want to you want to sort of rally the troops, so to speak, right? And you're gonna get your whole community together, and you're gonna as a community together have enough governance tokens to vote as a block. So now you have like a voting block, and you represent a whole bunch of interest, all joining forces together to.
So we have a cabal.
Yeah, a little bit maybe. So, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because if you form a cabal, that means it's interests aligned. That means a lot of people who have those, because however you got those governance tokens, you're taking part in the system. Either you bought them from somebody who sold them, or you're staking the minerals from the land to earn them. So those are your tokens. So you can do whatever you want with them. You could sell them, or you can join forces with other people who have the same interests. And it's all about aligning incentives, right? So if everybody who has those governance tokens wants a particular project listed, then we respect that, and that's how it should be, because the community is what is really behind this whole thing. And so by letting people sort of pool their resources together and decide what should happen, that's the best way to steer this whole thing forward.
Yeah, and like something that people often forget when it comes to like, oh, my decision doesn't go through, but those that has a lot of tokens usually have a lot of stake inside something. Like they really believe in the project, and that's usually why they have a lot of tokens.
That's exactly right. And that's
so they are often active. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be a passive bag, but usually they are there and they are active.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the main attributes to a proof of stake system, right? Like whoever has the stake should get a vote, right? Because you have skin in the game equal to your stake, and so your vote should count equal to that. And that's what stake weight voting is really all about. And so we're kind of using that mechanic to determine in the future which project should be listed on Rplanet staking.
Shiny Ketchup, awesome name, has a question about what's the difference with upgrading 5 million ether and upgrading fungible tokens. I guess he means the uplift land.
You're exactly right. So yeah, there's a difference between upgrading the land and what we're calling we've used the term boost to be able to boost your land to get the additional plot and the uplift. So yeah, that's actually going to be going live soon. I talked to Corey about it. I know they've been working hard on their end to get that active and live. We basically have been waiting on their team. So then I just talked to Corey. I think he said they're pretty much ready to go with this. So we should have some announcements coming out soon about that. I know a lot of people have been waiting. The other cool thing is it's not going to be like a rush. So like when we do announce it, you're not going to have to need 5 million tokens right away, right then. I think that we had determined that you're going to have up to, I think, a year even to be able to get that land. They're going to hold that block of lands, and it's not just the original Swineland region lands. It's actually going to be the Borvalis region and also the third land region, which has yet to be discovered. And that land sale won't actually happen until we're well into the next phase of the game. But all of the Rplanet lands, I just wanted to make that clear because there was a little bit of confusion about this after a previous live stream. All of the lands will be able to be boosted to get this free. It's not free, but it's an additional plot. And so you'll have both. Another thing that people were worried about was like, are you giving up your Rplanet plot? You're not giving it up. You're going to have an Rplanet plot. You're also going to have an additional plot in the uplift, and that plot in the uplift is also income generating. So part of the cool thing too about that 5 million ether that you're paying to boost your land is that's all going into a prize pool, and that prize pool is actually going to be distributed to all the different landowners in the uplift. So when you own land and you build stuff there, anytime people go across your land, you're going to get a little bit of a reward, not only in wax but also in ether tokens. So that's where the ether tokens are going to. They're going to be paid out to all the different landowners in the uplift. And so now you basically have a 2-for-1. You have 2 different pieces of land that are also generating income for you, and 2 completely separate platforms.
Yeah, and the uplift actually have sent out the first payment for players, wax payments, and I know that some people got over 1,000 wax from just playing Minecraft, which is pretty crazy,
Yeah, that's amazing. That's really cool. It's really cool to see. I think I saw that come through and I was like, wow, that's actually really cool. I didn't expect that, but yeah, it's really awesome what they're doing over there. I love it. And we
Emre is asking just 1 land per account. That's not true, right? Or is it?
It's going to be 1 land for every. It's going to be every piece of land you own. Every piece of Rplanet land you own will entitle you to a piece of land in the uplift if you do the 5 million ether boost. So if you own 4 Rplanet lands, yeah, if you have the 20 million ether, you can have now 4 plots in the uplift. So now you have lands working for you in Rplanet to build your robot army, or sell the minerals or whatever you want to do with them. And you also now have lands in the uplift that are earning you wax also, and also ether.
And on that note, like if I have my land, will I get the new NFT that is the land in uplift, or will it be the same? So if I sell my Rplanet land, that also means I sold my uplift land.
Nope. It's your NFT. You own it, just like any other NFT. You have that ownership. So once you upgrade your land to get the uplift plot, you will get a land NFT in the uplift, and that of course is yours, and no one can take that.
So it's a new NFT. It's not the same NFT.
Absolutely, yeah. You're going to get a land key, and that land key is yours. And you're free, of course, to sell your Rplanet land after that if you wanted, as you always are, or you're free to sell your uplift plot as well. They're 2 totally separate NFTs. They both grant you the rights to own that piece of land, and it grant you the rights that come along with that, which is, mining the minerals in Rplanet, or getting the wax and ether rewards for the uplift server.
Yeah, and like personally, last 2 days I've played, I don't know, 10 hours yesterday and today. I felt like that was the right thing to do on the uplift server. I have a lot of land there. I really enjoy it. It's fun, and it's a nice entertainment. I play with one friend from my local town and my girlfriend. So we play and we build things there. It's awesome. Yesterday we spent time and we kidnapped villagers, so that was fun.
Yeah, I heard people talking about kidnapping the villagers, like something about you can like load them into a boat, so that way they can't run away if you put them in a boat. I love that aspect. I don't know anything about Minecraft, but when I heard that, I thought that was hilarious. And then people were like building farms, so they were trapping the village. They were taking the villagers in a boat, and then they were bringing them, and then they would put them they would trap them.
Yep, that's exactly what I have done. And I build small houses for them and everything.
Well, as long as you take good care of them and you giving them a house and food and everything, it's not really it's not really
I give them bread, and when I give them bread, they have a baby, and I get another villager, so that's good.
Oh man, see, so you're treating them really well. You're feeding them well. They get bread.
Yep. They have a piece of land. Prisoners. They have a house.
Yeah, they can farm. They can do whatever they want, right? They just can't leave.
Yeah. So we have all of these things coming. We are still in phase 1. Do you know on your head, or anyone in chat know, how many tool elements are not discovered yet? I know there are still a few. I know Nick is plotting to find one of them. I don't know how that is going. I know that someone sacrificed, I think it was like 50 million worth of ether on a miss.
Wow. It's an expensive try. Yeah, there's a lot of them that people are really like kind of on the edge of their seat waiting for. I know one of them is the block, because I think everybody is anticipating that once block is found, then block and chain will be part of the ingredients to blockchain, which is part of the ingredients to Bitcoin. There's these chain, you know, as you know, Anders, but for anybody who doesn't know, there's these chains of inventions that happen that once one thing is found, then people realize that they can find several other things with this item. So then that becomes like a really hot item that everyone wants to discover. So yeah, I think there's a few, and like graphite, right? Like lots of people want graphite because you know, the book, and there's several different inventions that basically parlay off of other inventions. So I think yeah, there's a lot of them that are waiting to be found, and when they do, there's going to be like an explosion of new inventions coming shortly after. And it seems to happen in waves, right? So we have like a couple of days of a lull, and the price of ether will go down, and then someone will find something, and all of a sudden ether will blow up, and then tons of inventions are happening, and yeah, it's fun. It's good stuff.
They say exactly that the biggest miss is 86 million ether. He tried to do 4 gold and he failed.
Oh man! Ouch!
Yeah, that's like crazy. No, but that's also fun. Like it is a gamble, because if you manage to find it, you get this inventor, which is really sweet. And I know that you wanted to get the weed inventor. Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. I sat down with all the inventions for all the other plant-based things, and it was just a matter of tries. And yeah, after a handful of missed tries, I did invent cannabis. So that was the one thing I really wanted to invent. I wanted to be the inventor of cannabis. I got it. And of course, once you get one, then you're like, oh man, I can get more of these. This is easy, but it's really not as easy as you think. Like, you know, it's like when you really think about it, it's like, man, some of them are logical, and then some of them are a little bit more outside the box. And then it's like it's that you have to be willing to throw the ether in the fire too, right? And as they get more expensive, it's like, man, you're really hesitant, but with big risk comes a big reward. As you said, that enterprise is amazing. It's like you're getting basically the equivalent of the mythic. So
yeah, like, and I saw someone pull the mythic worth 500,000 per hour, right?
It's insane. It's like insane. like you go from like literally like whatever you are to right in the top 10 of the leaderboard. If you just invent one thing like that, you're like one of the biggest immediately. You're like a whale. So people who are like, oh, you know, like all the whales, like it's a play, you know, all the people who have been here forever, like you can't catch up. And it's like, no, actually you could just go in with your friends, all pitch in and invent one thing, and then you're instant whale. It's like, it really is a chance for like everybody to you know, anybody could really you know, become a whale pretty quickly if you're just willing to throw the ether in the fire. And if you have a bunch of ether that you got from staking, really there's no cost to that. Like sure, there's an opportunity cost because you could sell that ether, but like let's be realistic. Like the ether, if you got it for free, the ether actually didn't cost you anything, because those NFTs otherwise would be sitting in your wallet doing nothing. Like all those NFTs, if there was no Rplanet platform, would be earning you nothing. So like you'd be really clear about the fact that the ether that you're getting for no cost is in fact just a token, and you can throw that in the generator and try to invent something. And if you're the inventor, you could theoretically be a whale, as people like to say, or a whatever the designation. I know in the Discord they have all these different designations. You're a guppy or a dolphin, or you know, you could be a kraken now, I think they call it.
So, someone just wrote that in the chat, actually, kraken status. So yeah, like I still have thousands upon thousands of NFTs that I can't stake yet, so that is exciting. Do we have any teasers on project that would come, or is that something that you do not announce? You just list them? How does that work?
I mean, they have been announced. We know for sure there's at least, like, you know, there's a couple on deck that have already been announced within their communities. You know, a couple projects have been waiting for very long. I know, like Metaphors has announced that they're coming at some point. You know, we our good friend in Wax OG Cheeseman. I don't know if he's actually officially announced it yet, but so maybe I'm dropping some alpha here for everybody who wants to know a project that hasn't been announced yet, because I don't know if he's made it public or not. But I know a lot of people are pulling for him, and he's been waiting for a long time as well. So. he is a wax OG. For anyone who doesn't know, he created some of the really cool wax artwork and some of the cool stickers that everybody uses around wax. And he created that one really cool wax NFT as well. That was sort of like a collaboration project with the actual wax.
Yeah,
so,
he has done a lot of things, and he has done the hopium bottles, which is very fun. If you were here, like it's a year ago now, but the hopium was big.
yeah. I mean, early on, when it was the community was much smaller, and there was a few stickers that we all like to use around the wax chats. And,
you know, I just pulled it up the market for Cheeseman, and you know his NFTs are just dropping now. Everyone is buying them. Good for Cheeseman. He deserves it. So yeah. Yeah, I just see the buy button just disappear on one after another.
Another. That's awesome. Good for him. He deserves it, and he's an OG. So it's funny because I actually thought of that, and I thought, man, maybe I should buy. I was like, man, I should see if anybody has any cheap, see if there's any Cheeseman, NFTs listed, and maybe buy them up. And now I feel like I missed my chance because now I announced it, and now everybody's gonna buy them. And now I probably missed it now, but that's okay because.
There was NFTs for 50 wax, and it's not anymore.
Right.
The cheapest one now is 160, so that's good.
Oh wow. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
Good for him. He deserves it. Yeah, wax OG. And there's some other projects coming, of course. There's lots of people who've been waiting, and I think what we're trying to do is as fast as possible, because lots of people are asking, and lots of projects are asking how they can get listed. And of course, the list was a mile long, and we've been telling everybody we're going as fast as we can to implement the new system. We really want the community to be able to have a say in which projects get listed. We're still even working out with. We just announced the pools, and of course there was some people who were, asking about how the pool rates were determined and how come some people's pools maybe got more than other people's pools and whatever. And we really wanted to make it as fair as possible. And we really want to leave that up to the community to decide. And at some point, when the governance tokens are a thing, the community will get to actually decide. But as of now, our team is doing the best we can to ensure that it's fair and balanced, and hopefully everybody's happy.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I know that Cheeseman will be surprised later what happened here, but that's good. So I think we can wrap it up. We have been on here for a while. We have been talking about a lot of things. It's been fun and exciting. We had some technical issues. We found a solution, so it's all good. We actually it didn't stream on YouTube, and then we had a Twitch notification that was sounding loud, but hey, it's life. Now we have solved it. It's better for next time, so that's good. But do you have any last words before we drop for today?
No, man, I just want to say thanks a lot for having me, man. It's always a blast. You're doing great work for the wax community, man. You're a hero. So many, I've shared your videos and pointed so many new people to your videos. Keep up the good work. Support Anders' channel. Make sure you guys are all subscribed and giving likes, because that helps the Google algorithms and YouTube show it to more new people who are coming. Let's help all grow this thing together, guys.
Yep, and I think actually why I couldn't stream on YouTube is because I got a warning because I had a link to dark pinup. YouTube did not like that. They think it's sexual content, and that's probably why. They said it wouldn't be for just the first warning, but I appealed it and probably didn't like my appeal or something. We will see.
You can't be showing porn there, Anders.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, thanks for coming on. Thanks for having the time for this. It's awesome, and let's hope we have an amazing time tomorrow.
Absolutely, man. Good luck to everybody on the sale.
And we